Guess I should have used a little wider angle lens on this one. But we're gonna be putting this bad boy to use on the new Ninja FlexFlame. Y'all, we're gonna make some breakfast smash burgers. We're gonna use the full premium griddle. I'm gonna show you how we set this thing up outside. Guys, this is an upgrade. This is an add-on, all right? So if you want to get this full griddle to make your FlexFlame not only a grill, but a full-on griddle too, professional style, I have a link down below. You can get one of these bad boys. You can also get a half griddle, which I've shown on a couple videos already, but I suggest you get one because this is one of the coolest features of that FlexFlame. Let me put this down. Jesus. And yes, that beast is heavy, all right? We're gonna get it washed up, we're gonna get seasoned up, and then we'll start making them burgers real quick. Basically, you just wash it down with a little soap and water, dry it off real good. We're gonna get it on that FlexFlame, turn up the heat on it. Then we're gonna spray a little neutral oil on it, burn it off, wipe it down, let it cool down for a second, and then do the same thing again. It's relatively seasoned out the box, but you want to do a nice seasoning on it. And when we're done cooking on it, we're going to clean it off. We'll use a little water to clean it off, scrape it off, give it another quick coat of oil, and then it'll be ready for the next use. All right, basically for the burgers, we got some 80-20 ground beef, got some bacon, some hash brown patties, a few eggs, and of course, we got that American cheese. We're gonna season up the burgers with Uncle Steve's shake. It's a Lucky Shake. I'll have a link down below for that if you wanna check it out. But guys, this is about as simple as it can be. We're gonna smash these burgers up right, and then we'll be eating good in the neighborhood, baby. All right, let's go get this griddle set up and start cooking them smash burgers. And I put the little grease drain for that griddle piece right in front right here, because I'm actually at a little angle, you know, with my patio here. So I figured it'd be best if it was rolling towards the front. And the grease all drains into the, you know, grease tray. So it's not that big of a deal whether it's in the front or back. This is just personal preference. Let's get that gas turned on. Get that Ignite pilot on. And then turn it to the grill, and it wants it at 500 degrees to season up the griddle. We got that heat on. We're using a little canola oil here, just a little spray on stuff. You want to get it all over the griddle. All right. Woo! Gotta love the pyrotechnics. I'm just gonna take a little paper towel here and wipe off the excess. Let it burn off, and then rinse and repeat. All right, we can see it burning off. So we're just gonna give it a wipe down, get all the nooks and crannies. We'll turn it off, let it cool down for a few minutes, and do the same thing again. Okay, another spray down. Set it up, do it again. Y'all, I have this set on the 2-zone. All right, it's the front and mid. Sorry for the flashing. We're only gonna do 350 on there. We don't need to go much higher on the griddle because we're not doing anything too crazy. Our griddle's up to temp right now. Like any good griddle cook, I'm gonna start with a little bacon. Because you know you gotta have bacon on the breakfast burgers. And then our griddle will have that bacon grease on there. And we could cook the burgers in the bacon grease, and the eggs, and the hash browns. Everything will have a little kiss of bacon. All right, bacon's coming along. Let's get those hash brown patties on there, and those are just gonna cook in that bacon grease. I have the back burner off on this thing, so I put all the bacon to the back. Get those hash brown patties fried up, and we'll start getting the burgers and eggs. Those patties flipped. Getting nice and golden brown and lovely. Give them a little bit of the seasoning that we're gonna use for the burgers. Just a little of this Lucky Shake by Uncle Steve's. I'll put a link down below if you wanna grab some. Yeah, we're gonna get our burgers on. Give them a little room to breathe, to smash. These are about 2 or 3 ounce little meatballs. Season them up. Okay. Same Uncle Steve shake. Then we're gonna do my patented seasoning spatula smasher. Woo! You're hot, boy. Those burgers are cooking up fast. They'll be ready for a flip in no time. You can tell by the graying on the edges, right? We'll get ready to flip them and then put the cheese on. All right, let's give these things a scrape. Get them turned over. Guys, I think I have the griddle down too low. We didn't get a whole lot of sear on there. That's okay. Go a little higher. Keep it at like 400, 450. And you'll be good. These things are gonna taste good no matter what. We're good. Not all of these are getting cheese, but I'm gonna do a double smash burger, so I'm doing double the cheese on the two biggest burgers here. And yes, I'm using American cheese because it's perfect for smash burgers. Time to get our little eggs on. I'm gonna try to keep those kind of over easy. We'll see how it goes. Get one of these burgers built. Get one smash burger on there. I'm gonna put a patty in between. Oh, there you go. Get the other one on top. Carve out one of these eggs. Oh yeah, babe, look at that. Crown that masterpiece. You know what comes next, don't you? Of course we had to squeeze out that yolk. Now it's going down the drain, but you get the idea. Let's get it inside and get a bite. Why don't you guys tell me? I forgot the bacon. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Show. Bacon is hot. All right, now we can crown that bad boy. That's how we're looking. That's how we're living. All right, let's get it off. Let's get it inside, take a bite. Okay, we're gonna clean this off real quick. All right, we'll scrape all those bits off. Scrape them down that tray, or the grease trap right there. Get all the big bits out of there. Give it a little water on top. And the water will help steam all the extra bits off of there. And then we'll take our paper towel. Okay. My tongs got hot sitting out. Take our paper towel, clean off all the excess debris, any excess water, any grease. Right. We'll give it a quick spray down, and we're ready for the next cook. Guys, we're done. As you can tell with griddle cooking, you gotta be quick. So I suggest you have everything ready to go. Okay, set up, your burgers measured up, all that good stuff. Basically call it a mise en place. All right, have everything in its place, ready to go. This burger is not on my diet plan. I'm going to take a bite, we're gonna put it aside, okay? But I had to do a big old smash burger for my first, full on griddle cook with the big griddle, okay? Guys, this is something special. And I know I didn't get that good sear, that good Maillard reaction. It turned down the temperature a little bit because the bacon was starting to burn, the hash browns were starting to burn, all that good stuff. So kind of take that advisement, maybe do everything first and then do your burgers at a higher heat so you get that good sear, that good smash burger Maillard reaction, right? But guys, look at that beast right there. Huh? What do you know about that? Whew. I'm gonna get a bite with everything in it. I'm gonna chew for like a half hour before I speak, but all right, let's go. Cheers, y'all. It's still hot. Have that towel handy. Y'all, this is so dang tasty. Oh, so good. It's worth that one bite. One of the kids will take this over. But guys, I know that FlexFlame doesn't come with that big old griddle, attachment. It is an upgrade, but it's one I suggest you get. So don't forget, I'll have a link for it down below if you want to grab one. In fact, I'll have links down below for everything you see in the videos, okay? From the FlexFlame, all the accessories, all that good stuff. Links are all down below, okay? If you'd like to become a show producer like all the awesome people scrolling in front of me, people that would definitely put one of these down. There are two ways to join up. Either you hit that Patreon link in my video description or hit that join button right next to the subscribe button. You should have already hit by now. But other than that, guys, we're done. Listen, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.